There's a red moon rising on the Cuyahoga River, rolling into Cleveland through the lake. There's an oil bog winding down the Cuyahoga River, rolling into Cleveland through the lake. Cleveland, city of light, city of magic. Cleveland, city of light, you're calling me. Cleveland, even now I can remember, 'cause the Cuyahoga River goes smoking through my dreams. Burn on, big river, burn on. Burn on, big river, burn on.
Humm, baby. Enjoy this great game.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball Channel. Time to talk baseball. Enough of the labor talks. Enough of the Corona talks. Get a Corona, relax, and listen to some baseball talk. And we're doing team previews again, continuing where I left off. I was about to do the Indians. I was about to do the Astros. I was about to do a few other teams. It's time today for the Cleveland Indians. And I got a brand new cap here, 7.5 size, new era fitted Indians cap. It is Chief Wahoo. Hopefully that doesn't offend you. And if it doesn't, you can win this cap and it can be yours. If you're an Indians fan, let me know down below you're interested in this cap. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and also share this video with your friends. Share it on Twitter. Share it. You know what to do. Get this video out there. If we can get to 1,000 views, I will definitely give this away. I might give it away anyway, so just let me know because I love giving stuff away, sending stuff out. Y'all probably already know.
Well, let's talk about this Cleveland Indians baseball freaking team.
Over the past 4 years, this team has been legit. They get to the World Series, almost win a title against the Cubs. Then the next year, they win 22 consecutive games, breaking a record. Then the next year, they win the division. Last year, they still won 93 games. Didn't quite make the playoffs, but we're talking about one of the elite teams in the game over the past 3 or 4 years. And last year, guys like Shane Bieber and Mike Clevinger emerged as huge pieces of that rotation with a lot of young pitching that is up and coming and ready to rock and roll, at least as part of the bullpen, but also for some rotation depth. They have great pitching. They're going to continue to be really good for them. And they also brought back Carlos Santana last year after his season-long detour in Philly. He comes back to Cleveland, knocks out 34 bombs, 93 RBIs. He'll be back. And of course, Francisco Lindor, one of the best talents in the game. But there were some negatives in 2019, mainly due to injury and some underperformance. Jose Ramirez didn't have his best year. You had Carlos Carrasco having some serious health issues. Hopefully he'll be back and healthy. You got Corey Kluber breaking his arm. Lindor even missed some time at the beginning of the year. So the Indians are going to have to stay healthy this year. And I think this is a team that is going to take full advantage of this terrible delay that we've had. It's going to help. Every team obviously has some injured guys that are going to be healthy now. But I think the Indians, with at least 2 of their biggest pitchers, we're not going to start the year, now might be able to start the season in the rotation. This is going to be huge for the Indians. I had the Indians down around 3rd place. That's where I was thinking to put them. I was going to have the Sox #1 and then the Twins, believe it or not, and then the Indians. But now, because of this delay, I think the Indians are going to be at least 2nd place, maybe 1st. It's something I got to think about. So let's jump into this team right here. And look at that lineup. Man, I mean, Francisco Lindor leading off. What else can you say? He can do it all. Oscar Mercado, he came out of nowhere last year. He was really good, especially during certain stretches. He had some slumps, but he showed great promise, and he really did well at home at Progressive Field, tore it up. So look for him to be a big part of the Indians. He did have an injury in spring training, but again, because of this delay, I think he'll be okay. Carlos Santana at first. I talked about him. Then you got Jose Ramirez. He needs to step it up. He needs to not get injured this year. He did start to actually heat it up at the end of 2019. And he was hitting well in spring training, had about a 320 average with a couple of bombs this year. I see a huge year in store for him. You got Franmil Reyes, okay, Great name, and he can play some outfield and DH. He hit 37 bombs last year. Serious power. Cesar Hernandez, one of the more reliable players in the year, played 161 last year, played 161 in 18, doesn't get hurt, and he's a pretty good hitter. So he'll probably be their main second baseman. You got Domingo Santana in the outfield, could also play some DH. And then, of course, Roberto Perez, and he's defensively, he's a wizard. He's an elite defensive catcher. And then finally, Delano Shields, possibly finishing it out in the outfield, but expect a ton of competition in that outfield with guys like Jake Bowers, Greg Allen, Bradley Zimmer. I mean, none of them have really stood out at the big league level, but they're all going to have opportunities to win jobs this year. And it doesn't stop there. You got Jordan Luplow, who had a decent year last year, and then Tyler Naquin, who had an ACL problem last year and had surgery actually, but he also should be ready to go very soon. You got a ton of talent on this team, and also I can't leave out the utility guy because they need a utility guy, and they got former Giants prospect Christian Arroyo still over there, plus Yu Chang and Mike Freeman. Plenty of competition. Their offensive lineup, and offensively, it's not like they're deep like the Dodgers, unfortunately, but they have tons of talent. When you look at that lineup with 4 or 5 really good players, 2 or 3 might be considered elite, definitely at least 2 of them. And of course, Lindor, you got a really nice offense. And with the pitching staff now close to, if not completely healthy, Indians are going to be a force to be reckoned with. And here's that rotation. Tons of concern going into 2020. Like I said, I had the Indians third, but now you got Carrasco and Clevinger both ready to go, I'm assuming. And I mean, we're in July. They should be ready. And still got Shane Bieber. And that's 3 guys right there. Very good. Clevy, I mean, he's a beast. He was 13-4 last year. Struck out 34% of the batters he faced, and Bieber just strikes out everybody. So very nice there, and you got plenty of depth there with Savali, with Zach Plesac. Adam Plutko can also start, come out of the pen. These guys are going to be decent, a little bit inconsistent. Jeffrey Gonzalez and Logan Allen also with some depth and some bullpen pieces. I mean, I'm not saying it's deep again, kind of like the lineup, but you have enough there. If you stay healthy, and in a 60-game year, hopefully, for the Indians' sake, they can do that. And then with the bullpen, you got Brad Hand striking out everyone. He struck out 84 and 57. And speaking of strikeout, guys, look at this beast here. He is absolutely filthy. James Karinchak is something special. This dude struck out 74 guys in 30 innings in the minors last year, came up to the bigs, pitched very well in 5 appearances. We're talking about a 1.69 ERA. Maybe he needs to work on his control a little bit, but other than that, I mean, this is a flamethrower who I imagine is going to be a big part of that bullpen. And that about covers this team, the Cleveland Indians, a team that is really good on paper. They are recovered from most of their injuries, and they're ready to rock and roll. I didn't talk about them a whole lot during the offseason, honestly, because I wasn't too high on them. I don't want to be negative, but I was going to do a preview on them. I was going to break it to the Indians fans that I see them getting off to a really rough start. But based on the situation now, I don't see them getting off to a rough start. I see them getting off to a good start and competing for a division title there in the AL Central. And you also got to think of who they're playing now. Obviously, they're going to be playing those Twins. They're going to be playing those White Sox, but they're also going to be playing the Royals, the Tigers. Yeah, overall, I think this is a team that's going to win a lot of games, and I see them definitely competing for a title in that Central. I got to consider, first, second place, wild card. It's something I'm still thinking about, but I'm going to have some preliminary predictions very soon. Let me know what you guys think of the Cleveland Indians. If you want the cheap Wahoo hat, share this video. Let's get it to 1,000 views, and I'll pick someone to send this to. You guys have a fantastic day. Appreciate you checking out the video. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Now the Lord can make you tumble. The Lord can make you turn. And the Lord can make you overflow. But the Lord can make